Been doing some stuff in the garden. I've put some more peas in and covered it, so hopefully they will grow and survive this time without the chickens bathing in it and the cat going to the toilet in it. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is all these white piles are crushed seashells. The idea being that slugs and snails don't like them. Random pigeon. Slugs and snails don't like them because they're sharp, so I've put them all around the sweet corn and the pumpkins and the beans, and cross fingers that will help a bit because they've just been ridiculous this year, this season. I'm yet to do up here because I want to put a few more in, and I probably want to top up that soil because that's not had a fresh top coat for a while. Potted these up again, potted them up, earthed them up with the straw. And then in the greenhouse I've kind of tried to make it as funny as possible not to home slugs. So the slab that was here is gone. A load of the stuff that was under here is also gone, and I've got stones around the plant, so the orange and the chilies are just covered, and then down here I've started some more peas, just in case the outdoor ones don't go very well, and I have also done a butternut squash. I've done some butternut squash and some pumpkins, just some orange pumpkins. So it is a bit later in the season than it should be for that sort of thing, but I'm hoping that they'll semi catch up. Oh, the other thing that I have done, I didn't film any of this as well because we're actually having pathway done. Pete and his dad did it, but I've put in an irrigation, so these are big drippers, and they've got like small hoses that run under here so that it drip waters at the roots rather than me just spraying randomly with the hose. But this is what's happening over this way. So there's been a lot of digging and works going on, but we're doing a pathway from the lower patio up to the coop and then the shed, so we won't be ruining the grass and stuff. So we've got plenty wide enough garden to take it, so that's what we're doing. Hello, you. They do like to follow you around the garden, which is very cute. Oh, I am still struggling a bit with the minyas, so I'm trying not to move around too much because it's like trying to walk on a moving boat. So yeah, so I'm on rest still at the minute, but it's beautiful out here, and I thought I'd just show you a few bits. These are the outdoor tomatoes. I mentioned about getting some crisp shells for the slugs, so they've been in. I think they're actually doing quite well. That's Selena being very loud. We're in the radish bed. I've got the pumpkins still going. This one did get fully eaten, and they'd made a start on this one. There was a big hole there, but it's actually recovered, so cross fingers the shells are doing what I need them to do. I'm loving the display of California poppies that we've got at the moment. That's the blueberry, and that's the raspberry. And as it's very nice today, they're free ranging. The path is new, so to be fair, Pete and his dad have been doing a lot of work on this. It's just so that we can get to the coop and the shed without destroying the grass. So it's all dug out, hardcore starting to go down. We're going to use some slabs from the top to make this pathway, and then this here will all just be sort of like a flower bed, duck pond, that sort of thing. Benjamin in his room. He tends to just relax during the day. He's more active in the mornings and evenings. I also killed my olive tree, or the storms did, so I got a new one. Are we going to dig this in here? What it'll be is like a round sort of built-in area for it. Then the pumpkins are coming along well, the crown prince. They're growing nicely. Sweet corn's a bit mixed. It did get a bit demolished by the slugs and snails before I got the shells down. But they're doing alright. They could be bigger, but never mind. And then the butternut squash did get fully demolished, so I've got some more in, but it might be a little bit late in the season. And then beans are doing well, and I've got my first flowers. So these were budding in the last video. I've got some more up here, and I think I saw some around the back as well. So I've got a few varieties in here. I have got these are Lady Di, and then these are Borlotti, and then violet podded at the back. Potatoes are still flowering. And a few carrots that have come up. There were quite a few that germinated. I had to thin them out, so it's looking a bit less impressive now, but some is better than none. I've got cucumber down here, and my 2 surviving peas, and my lettuce. Strawberry plant seems to be doing quite well, except for no strawberries on this one now. I've had a couple off it. I suspect this is going to be a runner, so I will plant that for a future supply. And then in here, I've got tomatoes still going. And then here I have got some more peas starting off, and I've put in some butternut squash and some Tom Fox just orange pumpkins. Like I say, it might be a bit late in the season, but I'll see. They might catch up. And then chilies. And then the orange plant is doing very well. Got a new one around here. I've used the shells in here as well. But yeah, that's mostly it. There's still some green ones. Oh, I did eat a red one off of here. Just a few coming along. So yeah, so this bed's still got a bit of work to do to it. That's gradually being put in the garden waste bin, and this is just hardcore for the path. But the plan is going to be up here. This section is going to be a bit of a gardening section for growing veggies, so we'll have some beds. So we're going to use the tie up the slabs from up here, just from about the halfway point. It's going to be gravel and beds using the sleepers, and then the rest will be patio for things like sunbathing. I think I'm going to get my lounger out soon actually and just lay down for a while, and then this bit just needs a good weed really. So yeah, we're getting on top of things. Some things doing well, some things a bit behind, but that's the life of a gardener.
Hello. Today we're filling up the bird feeder.
That's it. Pour it in.
Pour it? Okay. I've not done this before.
And then keep going.
Okay, big enough.
Okay.
I think I did a bit too much.
No, that's perfect. Slow down at the minute. What we're going to do. So, after the camera falling over, we did get the...
Yeah, sorry.
bird feeder.
Sorry about that. This is my Dawn, my auntie.
That's about what you want, right?
Oh look, he's saying hello. A house, a mini house for the bees to live in. Is that right?
Yeah.
Look, it has a picture of a bee. The chickens are there. I'm not. They are ignoring me right now. Seems like they don't want to see her. Hello! Is this Leia?
This is Selena.
Hello, Selena. Can I touch her?
Yeah.
Hello, Leia.
Selena.
Selena. She is a very cute. Where's Leia? Where's Leia? We're going to see Leia. Hello, Leia. Leia. Hello. This is Leia. We have lots of work going on. Pete, say hi.
Hello.
No, not like that.
A little bit more in there.
Like
Hello.
this.
Hello.
My pop is there. He's got his weird sun hat on. His explorer hat on. He's got an explorer hat on. And tools all over the floor. But you should not leave tools on the floor. Dumb ways to die. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, this individual little ear. Again, my little foot. He's so cute, and you know that right? Welcome back, everybody. Today we're at the shop. So far, have we got cheese? Yeah, we've got cheese. Sorry, I can't get it. Butter. And Dawn has gotten my favourite strawberries. A woman just asked me what I was doing. Okay. Yeah, so a woman at the shop. Yeah, well, a woman that works here just asked me what I was doing.
So I'm the shopkeeper. She's going to like get rid of that bit.
No, we're going to keep it.
Is that... Have I shown surprise enough there?
No. And I've got... Can I have a fork? Instead of eating with my fingers. I want to show you compost. The compost. If that is the compost. Welcome back, guys. Today we're at the garden centre.
Trying the chair.
Yeah, you're allowed to. I'm in a comfortable chair. Hello, this is what I've just witnessed. Look.
Okay, Pete, do you want to put it on again? Oh yes, sorry.
Just randomly stop and start cleaning yourself now. I have had an epiphany with my tomatoes. So they are still quite small, and after having chatted with Becky at So Much More and a video I've just watched on YouTube from Hugh's garden, I think they've not had enough water, which is why they're too small. So they've got a big dripper that goes around, and I have been doing watering can feeds, but I think I need to be a bit more vigilant with it. The ground's quite damp at the moment, but we have had a decent amount of rainfall. But I also realised the ones like this and like this are a different variety to these. You can see their leaves are darker and have got more prominent veins on them than this. So I think these darker ones that are much smaller are the patio ones, because I did some regular cordon ones to do in here, and I was going to do some in my patio planters down the bottom, but my labels got mixed up and I wasn't sure which was which, so The ones that are down in the planter are separate ones that I did, and I think there is a bit of a random mix of regular tomatoes and patio tomatoes in here, which is fine. It'd be nice to have the different varieties. So when they start fruiting, it'd be nice to see what I get. So yesterday on my social media shut-off day, I did some more lettuces, and I actually did some rocket as well, so we'll see how those come up. Now these are my peas, of which I can just about see some shoots coming up. So that would be nice if I get a nice little secondary haul of peas that survive. So this tree is so beautiful, and it's got all those buds on, and I've got these oranges, and I've got this new one here, but I have to say they're not the nicest to eat. They are edible, but they are so incredibly bitter. They also have seeds about the size of the segments. Ooh, it's a new one there. I do. It's still quite nice seeing the new ones come through, even if I'm not sure how many I'm going to eat, but it's pretty. Had a couple more red ones off of this over the weekend. And still some, they're really little, but they are very nice. I've got a lot of flavour to them. Again, as well, I've got this cucumber down here, and it's the most teeny tiny cucumber. Again, it's probably just not getting enough water. This is a market one. Just to check the label. Yeah, so I think I've set myself an alert to do myself more regular waterings up here. Dog cucumber's doing quite well. Leaves just make me think of solar panels. And then it's my one surviving first green and my one surviving sugar snap, which is actually starting to flower just there, and my one surviving lettuce. So all is not lost, even if it has been a bit of a destructive year in terms of slugs and dry season when we needed it to be wet. It's doing really well. The flowers are just starting to open. There's some open ones down here, but as well starting to get to the very top. Don't know why this isn't focusing. There we go. Yeah, starting to get to the very top on all of them. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing the violet podded actually. I think that would be very nice. So should get a good few beans. The sweet corn I don't think I'm going to really get much off because they're still pretty small. Pumpkins are growing nicely. These are all crown prints. So that'll be good for me to eat. So I have come up to the greenhouse whilst it's chopping it down, which is why I'm in my cape that makes me look like a murderer, dry rave even. But it just sounds really nice up here when it's raining, so I thought I would pop up and just listen to the acoustics of the rain. There's actually a bit of a leak coming through here, but actually it's water in the ground, so I'm going to take that as a good thing. Exciting! I've got some flowers coming up on my tomatoes. Some just starting over here as well, so should mean my little patio plants will get tomatoes on them. Some more down here, but otherwise it's not been very exciting in the garden. Just been feeding these to slugs and snails, trying to give them a taste for them, but yeah, mostly it's been weeding. So this has had all its grout and stuff in, and it's covered over to dry. I've been clearing more of this area because I've actually changed the plan for the rabbit, and I'm going to get a bigger hutch to go here, so I've cleared a bit more space. We need to level it out. Still need to get that soil to where it needs to go at top of garden tip. But otherwise, this bit I've not done much on. But up here I've done a lot of pruning and weeding. And there's actually a bit of space here, so if you've got any recommendations for any shrubs or bushes or something that would sit nice under a salak, then let me know in the comments. Pumpkins are coming along. Going quite well with the sun and the rain that we've been having. I don't think I'm going to get any sweet corn. Some of the fringe are growing, but I don't think they're going to get big enough before the weather turns again, so it'll be a shame. Some more flowers coming out on the beans. But then the other job, I mean, some of the soil we're going to put up here to have that as a bed as well. I've got a friend who's doing a propagating a fig tree for me, so that'll be very nice. But then it's just sorting this bit out. So what we're going to do is kind of split that, take that bit up and level it out there. And then this whole area will be beds for me to grow in. But as you can see, it's all just hardcore at the moment where we've taken the slabs up to do the path. And then just as another little final greenhouse update for this week. Got some more fruits. The flowers are lovely. The lettuces are already coming up. No sign of the rocket just yet. Lots and lots of peas now. So they should be actually good. They've come up quickly. So as long as they don't get demolished again, I should get a load of peas before the winter. And I've got one butternut, which is probably a bit late for, but I'm just going to chance it. And the tomatoes, they are coming along. They are getting there. Both the grapes are doing well. I think I've shown you the one down on the coop, but this one's been gripping on as well. Lots of new leaves. The bird feeder that I did at the weekend with my niece is nearly all gone already. Morning. I'm going to end the vlog with a bit of an unboxing of my Good Pair Days wine. So this is a wine subscription service that I am on. This isn't an ad, it's something I pay for, something I really enjoy. And basically you do kind of like quizzes that matches you to certain flavours and things, and then they match you to different wines. There's a couple in here that I've added as well. But for the most part they've got it spot on, and I've had some really kind of new and interesting wines through it. And you can get points as you go along and get different things as well, so that's we've been really happy with it. I mean, it's my subscription, but Pete keeps joining in. He actually opened this box before I did. Yeah, so some of the things that come in the box, and one of the things I like about it as well is they're very eco-conscious, so it's all kind of cardboard, glass, that kind of thing. It's generally very good for that. Having said that, there's a plastic wrapper here, but I think that's a bit unavoidable. It's a rosé harissa, so that'll be an interesting one to try, and that's just like a little extra that's been thrown in for me, along with a recipe card. They're really good for giving you bits of information about storing and things like that, and actually did a little course that's on the app that was really useful and interesting actually. And then you get these cool little tasting cards with it as well, which I keep, and when we open the wine we have a look at them and we compare them and see how our tasting goes against them, which you don't have to go to that level, we just enjoy doing that. And one of the things I've been really enjoying, hello Benjamin, one of the things I've really been enjoying with it actually is some of the artwork on the bottles. So I get a mix of red and white generally, but I have added in a rosé in here, and I have had sparkling before as well. So in this box I've got an Acura Chardonnay as one of my whites. See what I mean by the artistry on the bottles. And then I've got a Balance Pinot Noir, which I've had Balance before, and I loved it. This is a different variety, but it's South African, and yeah, it's a very good make of wine. This one I think is said Inicio. I'm not sure. My Spanish is not so great, but this is apparently quite a rare grape. There's only a very small region that grows these in Spain, but I think it's Spain. Yes, it's Spain. Again, I've tried this brand before, but in a different type, and it was very nice. It was very smooth drinking, so looking forward to that one. And this one is Primordial Soup, which is Western Cape. So we're big fans of South African wine because we've got family in South Africa. So whenever I get an African one, I'm always very happy with it. I have had this one in white. So again, looking forward to trying that one. And then the rosé I picked out is a white Zinfandel. So you have different challenges and stuff, and this will help towards one of my challenges. But it does look good and it does match to me, so I look forward to trying that. I do like a rosé on a hot day in the garden, same with the white actually. And then a Le Saison, which I think I've had this one before. The ones that you score highly, so you can rate them. So I do ratings once I've had them on the app, and some of your most highly rated ones they'll sometimes send again, which is nice. So nice little French bottle there. And yeah, so that's this month. So you can get different little trinkets and stuff with it as you claim rewards, but I'm saving my points at the moment because I've got my eye on some wine glasses are releasing in August, so I haven't got anything in this box. But you can get things like tea towels, and I've got some insulated cups which have been really useful for in the garden, what else? I've got some clothing on there, they've got picnic blankets, cool boxes, that kind of thing. So it's yeah, I really rate this. This is the longest I've stayed on a subscription service, and plan to carry it on because it's just been so good. So yeah, if you like your wines, recommend it. I think they actually do a refer a friend scheme. It's not an affiliate scheme or anything like that. It's just a if I give you the code in the comments, I think if you sign up I get some points and you get a free gift if you sign up to it. So I can recommend it. I'll put that code down below if you want it, if you are a wine lover and you think you want to try it. But yeah, that's like I say, it's not affiliate, it's just a standard refer a friend. If you sign up you could do the same with your friends as well. So yeah, but that's the wine, and I will very much enjoy those. So yeah, that's it for this week. It's a very rainy day today, so I haven't shown a lot of the garden. There's some updates and kind of repeated going back because there's actually quite a lot of fast growth going on because we're getting this rain, sun. But otherwise my gardening this week has pretty much been weeding, which is not the most exciting watch. So yeah, I haven't filmed that because why would you want to watch someone weeding? I mean, maybe you do. Let me know if you do. So yes, that's it for this week. So if you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.